And I did just hear from Platy, and she said she's coming up. But I pressed the
Cool.
send button already, so starting. Ah! Oh, we need to send Platy the stream link.
Oh.
Hello, good morning, and let's see. Good
morning.
morning, everybody. And really quick, let me grab that. And whoa, all right. I think I needed the music on. Hang on, guys. We're getting ourselves set up to some degree. And let's see. Vinny, are you able to send the streaming link, like the Discord link to Platy?
Yeah, give me just a minute here.
Cool. Alright, good morning everybody. I'm here again with Super Nintendo 64, aka Vinny, aka Voice of Shadow the Hedgehog on Ask the Sonic Heroes, and this of course is KN from SonicSong182. And I'm gonna say a quick hello to everybody who's popping in this morning, starting with Laura Parnham and Little Paul, Mellow Yellow Yolo, Catalina Velez, Dark Unova, Spike the Hedgehog Productions, and Laura Parnham, yes, you were first, Shadow the Hedgehog, Michael Kabang Bang, Epic Alex Bros, Plushy Child, Superstar Rod 2, Pixel, Jackster Prime, Gart Fart Tub, Darth Sonic, Oreo Cookie, Scott Conlon, Zach Nakim. Be quiet, Vinny. I'm being serious. Oh my goodness. Okay, a couple more. Spike the Hedgehog Productions, Element Coon, and Joseph Renna, Maya the Gamer, and Zio Sorcerer, Epic Alex Bros, Darth Sonic, Hedgehog Fan, 13. I'm sorry. Okay, I still have my cough from like a million years ago, so hello everybody. Okay, I'm good.
Are you
Good
sure?
morning. Yes, I'm sure. All right, and once again, guys, good morning. This is KN from SonicSong182, and I am here at the moment with Super Nintendo 64, who is the voice actor for Shadow the Hedgehog, and and Pixel was asking, "Are you okay, KN?" And yes, I'm doing well. I've had this cough since like mid-December, and it is not going away. The shapeshifter was asking, how bad is this cough? I don't know, it's not that bad, like it's getting better, it's just been sticking around for like, it's a lurker, it has stuck around forever. Leon Crazy Man 07 said Omega's new design is amazing. Thank you very much. He's not easy to draw. I was just telling Vinny earlier this morning that drawing human characters is something I'm used to. Drawing the anthropomorphic Sonic characters is hard enough. Drawing robots is friggin' difficult. So that's good, thank you. And he's the last that we need to do to finish up with Team Dark. Really quick, in the middle of answering that, I happened to notice Michael Kabang Bang was asking, hey Vinny, do your Sonic voice.
My Sonic voice. Oh no. Hold on, let me grab this glass of water first, and then I'll do it.
Yes, we're just gonna do coughing and struggling.
That was Michael Kabang Bang who asked for that?
Yes, I think so.
Hey, Michael Kabang Bang! How's it going? Radical! Tubular! Whoa!
Tubular! Get out of here. Thank you, very good. Golden Marcus was saying, SonicSong182, I'm a big fan of your work, thank you. And Angel the Dark Rose says, get better, and thank you too. I hope so also, because it's taking a million years to get better. Maya the Gamer said, man, I just got notice from my school that I can take animation classes. Man, so excited to start drawing more. That would be great. One thing that's helpful about animation classes is just to have, like the guidance. I think, otherwise it's, you can learn from books and things. I learned a lot of what I know from stumbling around and messing stuff up. And then eventually, once you've messed around in a program you want to use, and then you mess things up enough, then it gets easier to understand what you need to ask professors about or find tutorials about, because you're like, well, I know that I'm messing this up, so now I can find out how to fix it. So that's a great way to start, to have an animation class for a little bit of guidance. Darth Sonic asked, does Shadow still love ice cream?
Of course, Shadow still loves... One does not stop loving ice cream.
Yes. Epic Alex Bros said, "Are you getting the Switch?" I am not. I don't have any like fancy systems. I'm not even sure what kind of system that is. I know it's the Nintendo thing that's like portable and also a console. Vinny, what's with the Nintendo Switch? I know it's like super popular right now.
Well, yeah, they just had an event last night. They went over the specs of the console, how the new controller system works, and different kinds of playstyles you can do with it. So one of the games they showed off was called 1-2 Switch, and basically the controller for this system is also just the system itself. And there is a screen with two controllers that attach to it, and you can take those off. And with the game 1-2 Switch, you just kind of set up the screen part, and you just take the controllers themselves and through motion controls or however that certain game controls. You don't even need to be looking at the screen to play the game. It's pretty interesting. They've got a lot of different ways you can play using the system, but the best things that they showed off last night, in my opinion, were the new Mario game, which looks like Sonic Adventure, but Mario Adventure.
Oh god.
So, but it's called Super Mario Odyssey, and basically it's Mario in the real world, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
And then, obviously, the new Zelda game, Breath of the Wild, looks incredible.
Ooh, I'm not supposed to do that. That sounds fantastic. I know some of my friends are pre-ordering it, so I know it's an exciting development.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to pre-order it, but I will probably end up getting one relatively close to launch, I'm thinking.
Nice, nice. Let's see. Vinny, you can check out another question while I am figuring out what parts of Omega are going to be what color, because the character is so big, I can't see the reference if I zoom out, and the colors are a little complex.
Of course. Alrighty. Let's see what we've got in here. Got a lot of Switch questions. People are loving the Switch.
The Switch!
Let's see here. Let's see. Jason366 Guerrero is asking, "Hey, Sonic Song, have you seen the animation movie Sing? I have seen this movie in theaters."
I have not seen the movie Sing. I know which one that is because they advertised the living daylights out of that one for like all of 2016. Every movie I did go to see, they had like a commercial for Sing at the beginning. So I know what it is, but I didn't get the chance to see it. My going out to see movies budget, I think, was exceeded by the time I went to see Moana, so I don't know that I will be able to afford to go and see it, but I don't know. Hopefully it was good. Did you, Vinny? Have you seen that one?
I have not seen Sing, but like you said, I saw a lot of commercials for it.
Yeah.
It looked pretty funny.
Yeah, it looked like it. I saw a lot of the animated movies that came out this year, but actually, I guess I can't say that. I saw a few, key ones, but there were a lot that came out, which was good, and I wish I had been able to better support it by seeing more, but I do not have that kind of money. Oh dear.
All right. I'm trying to get Platty in here.
Oh yeah, good. We're trying to see if we can get Platty, the voice actress for Sonic in the SonicSong182 videos, in here with us. So that's what Vinny is doing at the moment. Angel the Dark Rose said, "I saw it and it was funny." I believe that's in reference to Sing, so that's good. It looked like it was funny. And Mellow Yellow YOLO said, "Do you remember the Omega Mobile?" Of course we remember the Omega Mobile.
How could you
All aboard the Omega Mobile.
Uh-oh, there it is. There it is.
Hi, Platty. Okay, guys,
Hi,
now
everybody.
Whoa, oh, sorry. You sounded like me and it scared me.
Oh no. Oh dear God.
Oh my goodness, you sound like me. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I
Just
am
like
now.
for a second I thought my voice echoed back at me, but it wasn't what I said. Okay, there's Platty, everybody, and again, she's voice actress for Sonic the Hedgehog on SonicSong182. We're also here with Vinny, who is the voice actor for Shadow the Hedgehog on Sonic Song. So we've got both of those two lovely performers
We
in
have
here
the
to
entirety of
help
Team
answer
Dark here.
questions. Oh, you know what? That's true. So, by the way, that is true. We do have the whole voice acting group for Team Dark here, because Platty also plays Omega, Vinny plays Shadow, and I play Rouge. So Team Dark is here to watch Omega be finished so that all of Team Dark is done.
This is going to be #dank.
Gosh. Racing666 said, Sonic Song is episode 15 or 16 in the making yet, just asking. They're both in the question collecting stages. We haven't scheduled the actual interviews yet, so we're still just, getting the questions together. Those will be coming up. The one of the two is going to be the Valentine's Day episode, so you won't see that one until, I think both of them are going to be February releases. But I am working on something else in the meantime. It is a plush video involving Sonic and Disneyland, a cute little thing that we filmed back in like 2014, so it's kind of like a lost
so
episode.
Much fun.
Yes, that one, Platty and Ames and I all went to Disneyland and we filmed a little bit together and it was a lot of fun. You guys can go ahead and check on questions in the box. You don't have to wait for just me to ask certain ones or look. So please feel free to.
I like this question from Superstar 2. They said, "Wait, Platinum, say something like Sonic. I'm sorry, but from what I've heard, you sound like a lady." I like that because I am a lady, but I also can sound like Sonic. That's a little funny.
We did have Vinny do a did a Sonic voice earlier today, so that would be fun.
All right, let's cross compare. Vinny, let me hear your best Sonic.
I feel ashamed when I do my Sonic around you. Oh yeah, this is happening. Hey!
Yeah! I love his adventure voice. It's so cute. You do a good job though, because when I was listening to your chronology of Sonic, your chronological timeline of Sonic, I always thought your Sonic voice was really cute. It always sounded really nice.
Well, thank you.
I think in many cases it seems to help to have if there's an energy and passion behind the way the voice is performed, I think it helps additionally.
Mm-hmm. I guess to even things out, since you did a Sonic voice, I could do a Shadow voice.
There we go. Why not?
Since I guess I am your understudy. Maria? I like saying that.
Maria.
Maria!
Maria!
Oh no.
Now if you'll excuse me, I have to get my ice cream in the fridge. I don't know about you guys, but I keep my ice cream in the freezer. Just throwing it out there.
That's where it goes.
Quotes on the old bloopers.
They're some of my favorite ones.
I confused Pandai19, said, hang on, where was that? Can someone do Silver and Shadow's voices, please?
Oh boy! I can't wait to bomb some robots.
Do you have a Silver impression, Vinny?
I did Silver for one of my videos that I didn't release, but I'm trying to remember how I did it. Just hey, it's me, Silver. It's no use.
Oh God, he sounds very frantic.
That's okay. I'm just going to stick with my boxes if that's okay with you.
Silver, you and your boxes. I see Blaze the Cat shouted, Mario! So it sounds like they might like you to try a Mario voice. Also, Joseph Wren said, Platty, that was a great Silver. And Queen Red Nightmare said SpongeBob, so...
Oh my god.
Silver loves his boxes, okay? The future's a
Mario
very
and
desolate time.
SpongeBob next, I guess. And Joseph Renna said, Vinny, my god, that's a great Silver too!
Okie dokie. Let's get ready for Super Mario Odyssey. Woohoo!
It's me, Mario! I'm Italian. I should have a better Mario.
Hey, it's okay, Mario. Don't worry about a thing.
Zeo Sorcerer said, hey Sonic Song and Vinny and Platty, how excited are you guys to be back to making these? Which I think is the Ask Sonic Heroes ones. And also, we needed to try some SpongeBob too.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that one. It's really funny because SpongeBob's just kind of like this, just a higher pitched voice, and like your voice on helium. It's kind of weird.
Oh no.
This is a perfect SpongeBob laugh. It's flawless.
I don't know if that's sarcasm or not.
No, that's not. That was very good.
Oh my gosh.
How come no one is asking for Nux's Danny DeVito?
No, I don't know anything about this Danny DeVito. I don't have one.
I'm the trash man. I eat garbage.
Oh my god.
I throw it across the stage.
Alright, and sorry, I got like some of the questions coming at a different time. To get away from these accusations that I have a Danny DeVito voice, which is not true, we had
Come
another
on.
question
If you
asking
don't have one.
if you guys were excited to be doing Ask the Sonic Heroes again.
Oh, yes, of course.
The moment that I heard that the first one we were gonna be doing was with Vinny as a co-host, I was like, I could not be more excited.
Thank you. I was so happy to return to it because just chatting with everybody even beforehand, before we do the interviews, is hilarious.
Are you gonna bring that up? Are you gonna?
We not gonna bring that up, but we essentially just sort of start the stream by doing, well, not the stream, but our interview process by just doing what we basically just did. We just sort of are throwing voices out there while we're getting warmed up, and it's always really fun.
Speaking of warm up, I gotta get some tea in me because the moment that I got your text, I was like, oh god, I just woke up from like staying up all night staring at the Switch.
Oh my. We
I stayed
talked
up
about the
literally
Switch
all
earlier.
night. I kind of got a glimpse of that, but oh my god, the Switch looks so good. Those little controllers have much more tech in them than I thought was humanly possible. Like, my goodness.
So Platty can have a moment to go get something for herself to drink. Shadow the Hedgehog said, Vinny, what's your opinion on the SA2 Chow Garden and Shadow's role in it to make all the Chow evil?
That was actually something I really enjoyed doing when I played Sonic. I used to play Sonic Adventure 2 like at least once a day. I really, really liked Sonic Adventure 2. And let's see, I probably started playing Sonic Adventure 2 when I was like 9, maybe? And so I would just sort of hop into the Chow Garden, and I think I saw it in a magazine somewhere that you could make a Shadow Chow, but I had no idea how. I just knew it existed. So it was sort of like this mad science experiment where I would just I would take like the hero characters and just abuse all of the Chow.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And then I'd come in there with the dark characters and be like, "It's okay. You're gonna feel better. It's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be good." And so, I guess I had a pretty good time with that. I never quite got a Shadow Chow because like once I realized what I had to do, I didn't go into the Chow Garden nearly as much. But it was fun. It was fun raising everything and winning all the races and doing all the karate stuff.
Oh my goodness.
It was Chow Garden, honestly, had some of my best memories as well. Were you one of those people, Vinny, that thought that you could get a Shadow Chow just by petting the Chow as Shadow? Because
Yeah, pretty much.
Everybody keeps on telling me like, oh god, in order to make a Sonic Chow or a Shadow Chow, you gotta make them really like the Sonic or Shadow. And then I was like, that doesn't sound plausible.
It's not that simple.
Because I was 10 at the time that Sonic Adventure 2 was being released.
Really quick, I think I saw something that could be fun for you guys to respond to, but I'm trying to find it. Sunset Raven asked, how did all of you get into voice acting?
Oh, that is a good question.
Did you get your water though, Platty?
My tea is brewed. I'm waiting
okay.
for the tea bag itself to settle in, so that way I can throw some sugar. I can pour some sugar on it.
All right, just making sure you're taking care of yourself first.
Pour some sugar on
I was
me.
just about to sing that exact song.
Don't sing, it explodes the stream.
That's true.
Especially you, Vinny.
Yeah, no, it's probably best I don't sing.
What about you, Vinster? How did you get into this whole voice acting thing?
Quite on accident. I you know, like everybody, I started doing videos on YouTube, and Nux found one of my videos one day and was just like, hey, you got a pretty good Shadow voice. You want to be Shadow for me? And I was like, sure. And then after that, it kind of opened the floodgates, and I used to do a lot of Sonic fan projects, just doing like various voices for. I couldn't recall anybody else I've done Sonic voiceover work for, but I used to do it all the time. Now I just I'm kind of an exclusive voice actor for the Sonic Song videos, but since then I've just sort of. I did a lot of voiceover in high school, and I just kind of learned that I really like using my voice, and that's kind of how it all got started.
I think I didn't quite realize, like, I guess I never really thought about it, but I didn't exactly realize I was your first director and that you hadn't done anything before that.
Oh yeah,
Hooray!
that was pretty funny.
I was the one that found the talent. I was the talent scout. Hooray!
And the video that you found me on is like so bad.
But you were so cute.
You were so young, Vinny.
I was.
This little tiny small Vinny.
Cause I remember me and Can were talking about this, and that like in like Shadow of the 13 Ghosts, you can hear just how young you were in the in the voice. It's really cute.
So fluffy and so little and small.
I guess I should probably talk about how I got into voice acting, huh?
Yes.
Well, ever since I was a youngin', I always had I was always keen to changing my voice. It was always like, it was one of those things that I could inherently do that I kind of just took advantage of. I was just like, oh, I can do silly voices. And, you know, I was a huge fan of Sonic even growing up. I think, like, my earliest memory was, like, I was 2 years old, and I was watching somebody playing Sonic 2 on, like, this really large television, and I was like, Sonic! So it was little Platty just really enthralled by the speed, and then I started watching the cartoons, and I started, like, getting into how Jaleel White did his voice, and that was actually how I started voicing Sonic, was from Jaleel White. But then I would like branch off into other characters and such, and it wasn't until I was about 14 that I decided that I wanted to be a professional voiceover artist. And my goals still haven't changed. Like I went to a voice acting workshop in 2014 with Mark Grau, the guy who you guys might know him as the voice of Hotel Mario, but he's he's amazing. He's one of the biggest recording artists for voiceover on the just in Hollywood in general. Like he's recorded for everybody, and you know, I got this big list of agents and like a pamphlet of how to do the voiceovers and such. But it's still what I want to do as my career. But when it comes down to it, even though I want it to be my career and I want to be paid off of it, KN is still the only director I think I will ever work for free for.
Yay! Good for us. Thank you. Sorry, I'm being flattered while also coughing.
But yeah, I guess, long story short, I got into voiceover when I was 14, and KN found me through a really, really, really bad voiceover demo.
Yay!
You guys catching a theme here? KN finds talent through your underdeveloped voices.
Yes.
But they were so cute.
It was funny too because my Sonic voice he was so bad back then.
I think
I listened to Shadow and 13 Ghosts and I'm just like, why? There's no emotion.
we were all much younger and less experienced then.
Definitely so.
Like, you know, I had a lot of growth from my Rouge voice back in the day too. I think I
Your
do
Rouge
better
voice is
at.
untouchable.
Well, I think I have never been like dissatisfied with my Rouge voice, except for at times I would try so hard to make a lower tone that like I lost some of the acting because of it. So I was getting overly concerned with that kind of, you know, just trying to get like the deepness to it rather than just, you know, trying to perform. For me, though, with voiceover, actually, I always had kind of done voiceover stuff too when I was younger, but I didn't really think of it like that. It's just like, for example, there was this video game called Star Ocean: The Second Story, and it had little like voice clips for the characters. It was before characters in video games all talked. But just in battle, they had like a quick like voice clip where they'd be like, "Hiya! Yeah! Take that!" And so I did like full sets of like battle shout like and quips for characters I was writing stories about. So I had all these audio recordings of me doing these character shouts. So I started out like that way and doing things where I was singing songs in character just from my original story characters. Like I'd be singing songs from like, I don't know, like Thumbelina and like Aladdin, just like in character voices from, you know, my own stories.
Oh, Thumbelina.
And then when I later on, after my brother introduced me to YouTube for the first time, actually, I noticed that people were doing things called fan dubs of anime, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing! I didn't exactly realize back then that most people don't seem to actually complete their fan dub project. But there was one for like a manga that I liked a lot, called Ultramaniac, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can audition for this? And so I recorded with my terrible microphone to like get a part in there. And it should have tipped me off that project might not ever happen because they were like, wow, this is great! Your audition was fabulous! I've got like breath puffs in the audio and everything. I got casted as like 2 characters in it. Like the main character and also like the main character's friend. I'm like, hooray! I must be great at this! But that's kind of how it started that way. Just I noticed that people on YouTube do fan dubs of stuff, so I started doing things like that. Names in on it once. We dubbed like a thing from Kingdom Hearts one time. She was Sora and I was Axel. Like obviously we have the voices for those characters. Oh gosh. So it just started from there, and I did a bunch of different projects where like my first thing where I did a project where I needed to audition voice actors was I think I showed you guys in an earlier stream like a clip from it. It was the show called Crossover Elimination, and it had like a bunch of like anime and video game characters all like on this like Survivor type of show. And so I held auditions for that, and it was the first time that I like got voice actors for anything, so that by the time I was moving into SonicSong182's projects, I had all of that history for it. Which was good. I'm hearing some shouts, so I'm seeing that the stream is probably paused
Dying.
at the moment. It's saying that the stream is resuming. I think we're gonna be alright, but meanwhile, just I always know when oh my gosh, really quick. Where was that? Mephilis2099 said, "Did Vinny sing again?"
No, I didn't. I was silent.
Okay. I think, alright, I'm starting to see that people are coming back in. Alright, good. All right, I was just
I
wanting to
mean,
finish
I
that
can
off.
sing if you guys really want me to.
Don't don't test fate, Vinny. I was just gonna finish that up by saying that by the time I got to Sonic Song 182, I had this like back history of terrible personal voice acting for different things. And then, I put up demo reels of the Sonic voices that my sister and I were trying to do. They weren't really, we did everybody. We did, like, Eggman and stuff, so those were, like, our original demo reels. And the Sonic Song 182 channel just kind of picked up from there. And for a long time, I got scouted and recruited for, like, Sonic parts for a good few years. I don't really perform much these days. I just don't have the time like I used to, but that is what my voiceover journey was like. I have gotten paid for voiceover for commercials and like narrating audiobooks and stuff like that, but it's not all that often that happens, but there's been, a lot of stuff since then. Whew, that was a big, long, fancy response from everyone.
Well, you yourself are, well, maybe not the same adjectives, but definitely impressive.
All right, let's see. I think somebody must have asked if they missed what they missed, with Idea Maker 6161 saying, not really Aeon, other than the backstory about how Vinny and Platty got into voice acting. Yes, that's, yes, and I also responded as well. That's what we had going on for a moment there. For everyone who was not in the stream at the beginning, this is KN coloring this picture of Omega to finish up with Team Dark overall, because he's the last one that needed the coloring. And I'm here with the voice actress for Sonic the Hedgehog, that is Platty, or Platinum Speed, and also we have Vinny here, who is the voice actor for Shadow the Hedgehog for the Sonic Song 182 projects. So that's who's here. That's KN and Vinny and Platty. Woo.
Whoa.
Yay!
Okay, Shadow. Go away.
That's
Golden
right,
Marcus.
only Omega stays.
He chooses who will go and who will stay. Golden Marcus said, "Are you ready for the new Sonic 2017 games?" I am ready for the new games. Also, do a Deadpool voice and do you like tea? That was a lot of things at once. Okay.
Well, I mean, is that for all of us in general?
Yes, just to discuss. We can at least answer, like, the first one, because it's easy to remember. 2017 Sonic games. Go ahead, guys.
Mania was fun. I'm excited to play more of it. I only got to see the trailer about the same time that the rest of the Sonic 25th anniversary stream did, which was fun. Yes, I do like tea. It depends on whether or not it's green or if it's black tea, but it all depends. I myself prefer a nice herbal tea. And Deadpool. God, I have never done his voice before. Are we talking just in general a Deadpool voice?
Dude, hold on, I've got this.
Oh boy.
I'm Deadpool.
Is that your impression of every Deadpool cosplayer ever? Just using their actual voice. I don't know, like he'd be like, "Hey, Logan! Now it's time to see, but hey, listen, tell me, you think maybe, just maybe, you might be able to throw me up to this mountain?" I don't know, he's kind of a shouty little guy.
He does like shouting.
He really does.
I don't even know what he sounds like.
Who
was his voice actor in the live-action movie?
Nolan North, but that's him in all of the in like everything.
Oh.
But his actor is Ryan Reynolds in the films. Vinny.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I apologize. I was doing some business. Let's see here. The new Sonic games. Yes, I've already got Mania pre-ordered. I got the collector's edition, so that's going to be exciting. And I am very anxious to see what the 2017 project is. I thought we would get some more of that last night with the Switch conference, but I guess we'll have to wait until E3 or something to see gameplay.
T.
Oh, tea. Yeah. I've gotten more into tea recently than I have before. I used to kind of like knock tea. I used to be a barista, and I was just, when people ordered tea, I was just like, getting tea at a coffee shop. What's wrong with these people? But now I drink tea a lot more.
You turn into Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, basically. Hey, who's ordering this tea? You're at a coffee shop.
What do you need tea for? You're at Starbucks. You don't need any sort of tea.
What coffee?
Calm down,
Hey.
Kronk.
Hey, beater. Can I borrow your egg beater?
Of course. You just gotta check the...
And then it just comes out there.
Vinny, did you finish your sentence? It sounded like you were saying.
It just
Ah,
stopped.
yeah. You gotta
Oh, yes,
check
it just
the-
stopped, and so there was this moment of
Just
anticipation. We're like,
dramatic pause. You gotta check the... meter.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, in this game, Sonic's the leader.
Oh gosh.
I used to play more video games, but then I became a cheater.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Is Joe! Joe! Oh my gosh. I had the biggest, like, I
Yeah.
couldn't remember his name.
Joe, the guy in the wheelchair.
I'm sorry. I remembered Kronk first.
Oh no, I
Right.
Clearly you see
That's
what
poison.
what thing I watch more of. I'm like, I remembered the Disney character first, and I was like, oh no, what's the Family Guy character's name? I got it.
Why are you guys' favorite Sonic games, and why are they all Sonic Labyrinth? That's so funny.
Because it is obviously the best game of all time.
I cannot stand Sonic Labyrinth. Oh
I
my
think
God.
I played it briefly on like the whatever that thing on the PlayStation was where they released a bunch. It was like the I don't
Mega
know.
Collection Plus.
I don't know. It was like all the classic game. It was like the Mega Collection or something. And I think I played
Yes,
Labyrinth
Mega-
on that for a little bit. And Ames and I were like, "What is this?" We gave up pretty fast. It was pretty boring.
It is
in speed of smell.
Sonic Labyrinth is approximately, I would say, it is nothing more than Sonic 3D Blast with just drained of all senses of fun.
Sonic, how was the music? Sonic 3D Blast at least had really rockin' music.
It was.
It was terrible.
It was.
It's I mean, it's better than Sonic Chronicles,
Sonic Chronicles.
which came out. I should also add that Sonic Chronicles came out at least 10 years later.
Sonic Chronicles. What happened? Why?
It was literally because the sound director forgot to replace the placeholder soundtracks.
Like, how inept do you have to be to just forget to replace soundtracks? Like,
Oh,
what does
it's
that
crazy.
Release
like?
the
What
game.
does that mean that you had that you spent
that.
like $1 million paying musicians to make all of your soundtracks for your game, and then you just don't put it in, and you forgot, and you
Oh,
don't
it's
like
quite
release
simple.
another version? How can that possibly be?
You work for BioWare.
Oh,
Roasted.
gosh. Thomas and Sonic 1991 says that any music is better than Chronicles music.
Amen to that, though. Except for Sonic Labyrinth. It can go drown.
And really quick, Spike the Hedgehog Productions asked, how did you create the Ask the Sonic Heroes series? I think we've covered this in other streams before, but
She
basically...
pinched sand and put it onto the ground.
Oh my goodness.
And out sprouted Ask the Sonic Heroes from a tree.
And so we... Oh goodness, okay, so... The idea just popped up because we had a humongous voice cast for the Sonic Song films. We were making the plush movies, and like we had expanded to a point where we had like so much of the main cast of the Sonic like franchise that, you know, and everybody was like, you know, they were so fun to talk to just in person. Like, you know, I would Skype with everybody from time to time, or, you know, we would just chat, and everybody's such like fun, lively folks. And so, well, because we had so many voices available, it just occurred to me one day that that could be something fun to do. It's like, hey, we could do like an in-character improv interview type of show. You know,
That was supposed to be a side project.
Yeah, it was just a little aside. I was like, this will be fun. Because like there was another thing that we had done like for the Valentine's Day special like many years ago. We did this Valentine's voting video to decide who like the main couple was gonna be for a movie we were going to make for Valentine's Day. And back then we had a like a viewer base to where we had 300 people vote. And so we were very small back then, but that had been a lot of fun to have the audience interact with us in that way. And so that's another part of, it's just we had the resources in terms of how many actors we had. And I wanted to do something else that could involve the audience some more, and so the interview show came to mind. And so, you know, we just gave it a try, and people really enjoyed it, so, well, we kept going. That's how that one started. It was inspired by, like, a few various thoughts, I guess.
Don't lie to yourself, Can. It was all started because Omega said that he liked milkshakes.
He only said he liked milkshakes for the thing when I asked if you could voice him.
Exactly.
For that project. I was like, can you do an Omega voice? And that's just the thing that you said in the demo.
This is
E-123.
This is E-123 Omega, and I like milkshakes.
She didn't even request me to like record something different. It was just that. She was like,
I was
this
like,
works!
well, that sounds good. And I just like put it into the questions collecting video, the old one that we had.
Does like milkshakes. Puts it in.
Superman 120 Sonic said, hello, did I miss something? Can someone explain what happened so far? Quick recap, this is KN. I'm coloring a picture of Omega to finish up with the Team Dark characters. We have almost the whole team going. And on the stream with me today is Platinum Speed, or Platty, and she's the voice of Sonic and also the voice of Omega, so this is very fitting. And also Vinny, or Super Nintendo 64, is here, and he is the voice actor for Shadow, and I'm the actress for Rouge, so actually, as Platty pointed out, all of Team Dark is here today for the completion of the Team Dark group. We talked about, I think, we talked about T, I remember that. How we all got into voice acting, how we started SonicSong182. We talked about the Switch. So we just,
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito did not happen.
He showed up, guys.
Nux is refusing to show us her Danny DeVito impression.
It doesn't
Danny
exist.
DeVito was here. It was amazing.
I
It wasn't
don't
just
even
an
know how.
impression that was done by us.
I don't even know how. I wouldn't even know where to begin. I'm Danny DeVito. I eat garbage? Is that what I'm supposed to say?
Yay! That is legendary.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It happened!
Somebody, please, like, excerpt a clip of her saying that and make it into, like, a remix. With,
Like a
echoes
1
and
second
dubstep.
video.
You guys, you do sound like I just, like, made your dreams come true. It's not that exciting. Like, Vinny
You
just
did.
died.
This is amazing. So happy.
Good heavens.
Oh my goodness. That was amazing. God bless America.
Uh-oh. There is a no in the, oh no, did I break it again? Is that me?
No,
Oh yeah,
we look okay.
it's the stream. It says the stream froze.
The stream's health looks good.
It's that for some
Maybe it's-
people it's buffering and such.
Okay, we're buffering
Oh, I
a
guess
little.
Danny DeVito broke the stream.
Danny
Your
DeVito was
impression-
cursed!
Your impression was so amazing.
Oh
it
my
broke
gosh.
the time-space continuum.
We're going
That
to need
just means you gotta do it again.
No,
Yeah.
never. We're going to need, I think, a list of cursed words to where we like, or cursed things. Apparently, Kane's Danny DeVito, which doesn't even exist, should not be spoken of.
Come on.
And also, Vinny can't sing Sonic Chronicles music. Those are the two things that we noticed injures the stream severely. Wronger97 asked how many people are here. There's 73 of you guys, and then there's 3 of us performing on the stream.
Which only brings up one question. Do you feel lucky?
No. Not especially.
Nope. Not when you ask me like that.
Good heavens, good heavens.
And literally everyone is screaming at you, Vinny, saying, "This is what happens when you sing."
I didn't even sing. I didn't even sing.
Anything.
Oh, here's a cute question. Sideways 101100 says, "Can you all try a Tails impression? It'd be cute." I think Kayan is the most qualified for this one.
Yes, definitely.
I'll let Vinny go first.
Oh, I did this last stream actually. Let's see.
My Tails voice is just like me talking really high up because I don't use it very often, and when I do, he's kind of just like the butt of a joke. So
You had a very adolescent squeak at the beginning. It added character.
Exactly.
It was adorable. It's actually Tails when he's 12, not when he's 8.
Oh gosh.
God, I think the only Tails voice I have, I think, is like him from like the OVA and Heroes.
But that's going to sound like he's a kid in the cold. Sonic, we only have 24 hours left.
Oh my goodness. I've done Tails' voice a lot for different things, but everybody's got a specification, so it's like I'm doing like a different one for everybody. It helps if I know like what to say. I'm gonna like read like some things from the chat, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna try my Tails voice by reading, a comment from Red Knight Enterprises saying, funny voices. I think that's what, just funny voice and a smiley face. Fantastic! Also, Sunset Raven said Vinny's Tails sounded like Sonic with a cold, and Scott Conline said that Vinny's Tails voice sounds like Sans from Undertale.
See, it's kind of funny because whenever people think of Sans from Undertale, he's, well, kind of more of a lax voice. I don't know. Depends.
But I do like Vinny's Tails though.
Thank you.
Oh,
It has
also,
one
I
fan.
I can clearly see that this comment is here so I could say it with Tails' voice. That's Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Hooray!
Good job!
Now this is pod racing.
Now
from
this
Mr.
is pod. Can I hear Tails say that, please?
Now this is pod racing from Zero Sorcerer.
That's adorable. Oh, that's so cute.
That was very interesting. Half the time I think that I'm being like goaded into saying memes of some kind and I just like don't get it, but you guys get it.
That happened to Mike Pollock once. Somebody put Snooping as usual. Yeah.
He didn't know.
He was mad. He was so mad when he realized what everyone was using it for.
Oh no. That's disingenuous.
Oh wait. I have a request from Ender Lissy 463 to do my Knuckles voice.
Nookles!
What? Nookles, yeah.
Here I come, rougher than the rest of them. The best of them, tougher than leather. You can call me Knuckles. I'm like Sonic on a chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles.
It's so cute.
I'm hard as nails. Ain't hard to tell. Break it down whether they solid or frail. Like the rest, I'm independent. It's my first breath. First test, feel the right, then the worst left.
Meanwhile, he's trying to act so cool, but it's just adorable and fluffy.
You little fangirl.
You can't rap like a cool guy, you just sound cute. Yay!
It's funny because my Knuckles voice is half based off of Scott Dreer, half based off of my father.
Did you say your father?
Yes.
Awesome.
Because my father is this. He looks like this serious, like really kind of tough black dude, but it turns out my dad is actually this kind. My dad's a Trekkie. I don't know if that elaborates it any further.
That's
my
perfect.
dad is he's a doofus, and I love my father very much.
I feel like I drew this picture of Omega based on a different picture that was available of him online because I can't. There's something wrong here. I can't find the specific parts I'm trying to color on my model here. Like, what color is this anklet thing? I don't even see that on this design.
His anklet. Oh god, I'm not even following the stream.
Like, what is this part supposed to look like?
Whoa, you're right. It looks correct.
Like, I clearly drew that based on an image that I found, but okay, like.
Googling it.
Yeah, I'm Googling it on my side laptop so I don't pull that onto the stream. Like, what was I drawing where he looked like this? Because it's clearly not the picture I'm now using.
It looks like his anklet is also black with the with that red arrow on it.
Oh, thank you. See, this is why I have companions to assist me. I don't know anything. Okay, and then this color.
You have companions?
Yes.
Is it confirmed that KN is now the doctor?
Yay! You guys can be my pretty sidekicks, both of you.
Yay!
Even
Can I be Amy?
Can I be Donna? I love Catherine Tate. She's hilarious.
Yeah.
She's the redhead. Did I ever tell you guys I actually met David Tennant at Disneyland?
At Disneyland? Oh, it's awesome.
Okay, because I worked there.
Is he the one that's playing Scrooge McDuck now, or is that a different?
Yes, he is.
Nice.
That is him. He's also the 10th Doctor.
Tennant is Scrooge McDuck. This is blowing my mind.
I know, it's amazing.
Yes.
He was there filming the American version of Broadchurch, and so he was like, "Oh, might as well just head on over to Disneyland. I think that'd be fun." And then he goes on over to Pinocchio. I load him in, and I was like, "This is my chance. This is my only chance." And I was like,
Please keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times and supervise your children.
and he like turns to his plaid, his guide, I should say, and he says, "That's incredible! Do you hear that? Sounds just like me." I was like, I just did a David Tennant impression in front of David Tennant, and he liked it.
That's so awesome.
It was amazing.
The most acknowledgement I ever got at Disneyland was I was wearing a scarf that looked like a Harry Potter scarf,
Oh God! Was that what
people
you were there?
congratulated me. It might have been.
Congratulated you.
Scarf.
They were like, "Yeah, Gryffindor," and I was like, "What? Okay, that's fine." It technically wasn't a Gryffindor scarf, but it looked pretty much exactly like one. So, well, all right. But
When I was there,
yeah, go ahead.
when I was there recently, I was wearing a straw hat that was based on Luffy's from One Piece, and on Pirates of the Caribbean, there was somebody that was like, "Yeah, One Piece," and I was like, "This is the perfect place to see me."
For some reason, that reminds me. Right now, something that I'm working on editing is we had a plush video coming out kind of soonish. I think sometime this month. It's like a Sonic Goes to Disneyland project. It's a lost episode we recorded all the way back in 2014 when Platy, Ames, and I all went to Disneyland together. But as I was listening to the clips when I was editing them, I had forgotten about this because it was so long ago. There's a part in California Adventure when we have like all the plushes out and we're like doing something in California Adventure, and somebody in the background shouts like, "Look, it's Sonic!" And then their like dad got confused and was like, "It's a Pikachu!" And then you just hear me behind the camera like, "Oh, someone recognizes us." It's just...
When in doubt, it's a Pikachu.
Well, actually, he said, "It's a Pikachu!"
Pikachu.
He didn't even quite pronounce it right, but I forgot that happened. But you know, we were acknowledged from a distance by a potential by somebody who recognized Sonic at least. It's just like, "It's Sonic! Look, it's a Pikachu!" Gracious.
It's amazing.
Yes, I was.
Oh my God, I'm crying.
Other than that, again, as I usually say, nobody paid any heed to us at all, and we did. You know, we were doing some wacky stuff in that one.
Oh, thank goodness, that was me.
I
like
hear a
that
lot
the
of people in the
moment
stream
that-
going Pikachu.
I also like that, like looking through the chat. It's mostly people asking us to do impressions.
Yeah.
well, you guys are able to do it, so if you see one you can do that you haven't done already, might as well.
I'm looking through and I'm trying to find some.
In the meantime,
Bionicle
Friendly 6E
impressions.
Red said, "How do you confuse Sonic to a Pikachu?" I don't know.
I don't know.
They're both. They both have red somewhere in their design.
They have black noses.
They're
Yeah,
both
that's true.
rodents of some kind. I think for some parents, basically any like cartoon rodent thing, it's a Pikachu.
Yeah, basically. Oh, Sonic, you are a rodent. Oh, here's an actual, like, I mean, it's not an impression, but it's kind of an interesting one I haven't been asked before. Superman 120 Sonic says, to Platinum Speed, how much of Spanish do you know? I am fluent. My mom was born in Madrid, Spain, specifically Vallecas, which is a little pueblo inside of Madrid, and she raised me with Spanish as my first language, and then I had to learn English for school. So what you are currently hearing me do is speaking my second language.
Dun dun dun.
Yep, English is not my first language, and a lot of people get freaked out by that. I don't know why.
That's you shouldn't be freaked out by that. That's neat.
It's kind of cool. It was actually kind of funny because numerous like parodies and stuff will like say that like Sonic or Knuckles have been taking like Spanish classes, or like they have like the ability to use Spanish. So I'm just like, I'll use that. And then it was just kind of fun. That's the reason why I said in As Sonic Heroes, like, first of all, how do you know I know Spanish? Because I guess it's also a running joke because I used to cosplay as Spain from Hetalia. So I guess like some people might have seen my work from that and kind of flooded in and kind of like seeped their way into my work with you guys.
Hablo poquito español.
Es muy cookie, está hablando en español.
Necesito más practicar y
Es verdad, tú necesitas practicar.
Platinum Speed habla muy rápido. Y
Don't
Sonic
es
muy rápido.
Sí, es cierto.
Sometimes I can
Wait.
do a little bit. I'm better at reading it than I am at speaking it. It's hard for me to pull the words up.
Yeah, that's me with German and French.
Yay!
Oh god! And now that I said that I did Hetalia, people are like, "What? What Hetalia? What?" Oh no! My years of 2012 to 2014 are coming back.
It happens.
Oh, because I don't know if you guys know this. I did these videos on my channel a while back of Hetalia fan dubs, because I did and still do love Hetalia deeply, and I voiced like every single character in every demo. It was kind of unnerving, but it was a lot of fun, and I guess people are kind of remembering that. Oh dear. I'm not prepped for this.
Also, Dark Moon Luigi said, "Today I got the GE Blaze plush. Congratulations, she's a very cute plush. I had mine custom made for me a long time before they had official ones, and so by the time I was coming back on the channel and I looked to see what they had made, it was I was like, this is great. They made so many of the old characters that they just didn't have back when I first started. They have like, they've got an actual Blaze, an actual Silver, and they've got like, I think they have all three of the Chaotix, don't they? And like Storm
I'm
and
not
Jet
sure
and
about
Wave.
Charmy, but
I think
Yeah,
I saw that
I know
they
they've
had
got.
Charmy, but I'm pretty sure I at least saw the SP. I was like, wow, they're so cool. But I've already
Vector was
got
pretty cool,
special
too.
ones like that were made specifically for me for the show, so I'll not be upgrading to them But they look pretty well made to me. They're very cute, and so for all of you guys who are like collecting them now, you have a lot more available, I think, than I did at the time in terms of character variety, which is super cool.
I hadn't bought a plushie in a very, very long time, and I guess this was like 2 or 3 years ago. I was just, because I'm like, I'm a man. I'm not gonna buy a plushie. I'm a man. And then I saw a Chaos plushie. I was like, need that. So I've got Chaos 0.
Very nice, very nice. No one is too manly for that.
No, it's a neat looking thing. It looks nice on the shelf.
All of the GE plushies honestly look really well done. All of them. The one that still like blows my mind away, I think mostly just out of the novelty of it all, is Classic Amy. But I also think that Classic Amy is probably one of the cutest things on the planet. She's adorable. I love that.
Pink Sonic in a skirt.
Well, basically, but it's like she doesn't know how to color coordinate, and it's adorable.
Yes, that's true. The colors on that character is pretty funny.
I'm gonna wear an orange skirt with a green top and blue shoes.
And I'm just like, Amy, what are you doing? You're so cute, you little... I don't know, she was 8 in classic years, wasn't she?
I think so. She's just a little munchkin. Since we're on the topic of plushies, I looked up from Omega Coloring and saw Sacred Shadow said, "What's your favorite plushie?"
Ooh.
Man, I've got, I have like an attachment to the ones that I do have because I ended up using them in so many projects, and I've gotten to like make like movies for, thousands of people with all of them. So I'm very fond of like, they all have like a, a nostalgia to me, but it's hard to say which one's my favorite because Knuckles was my first one, and like, he started everything, and so I'm very fond of that one. But also the Rouge one is really special. Because she was really hard to get. Like her, like that specific Rouge plush was the only one that they had back in the day. Like now they have like the GE one, which looks good and is totally affordable. Fantastic. But like the older one, you could only get it from a Crane game in Japan, or you had to buy it from somebody who did get one. And so I had to like look on eBay for it, and it was difficult to acquire at a price I could afford, and even then I spent like a lot of money because I didn't have as many responsibilities back then, so like I could, afford to splurge a little on something I wanted like a lot. And she's a really cool plush. Her eyes are embroidered, so they're not like the printed on kind, which were from a lot of the newer ones. They were like actually sewn with like thick thread. So she's like a super cool one. But aside from Knuckles and Rouge, see, I can't even pick one. Like, I'm also very fond of my Silver and Blaze ones because, like, I think it is in large part because of how much I used them for Silver's Never-Ending Story. But I would say maybe one of those 4, and I'm sorry for those of you who are having some buffering issues at the moment, because that's a bummer.
I do like your Rouge plush, though. Like, I actually kind of prefer yours to the GE one.
Oh, I prefer mine
is...
largely to the GE one. The GE one looks really nice, but the one that I have is very, very nice, very well made, and those embroidered eyes, you can't beat that with, like, a print-on-screen eye. Like, it's very nicely made.
The thing that wins it for me is the fact that she, a lot like Amy, is a bit smaller. So it gives them like this kind of like feminine, like lifeless. I think what's the word I'm looking for? They're more delicate. It looks like, and it works well for their characters.
I think it gives a little bit more variety in like the the shapes and such.
Yeah. This poor person's been asking you to do a Sally Acorn voice for quite some time.
What? Where?
Sparrow the Fox, 30 Years Later Pro. Do a SonicSong182 voice, and like just a couple people.
Oh, I see. Sparrow the Fox, 30 Years Later Pro said, do a Sally Acorn voice Sonic Song. I think I would need to listen to a voice clip of how she talks in order to do a voice that sounds anything like the impression of her, but probably, if for some reason I was going to voice Sally, I don't think the best idea would be to have me do a voice impression of who was it that used to do her. Was it Katsusi? Was that
I think
her,
it was Katsusi, I believe.
Okay, it was like the one who did like the voice of like Phil and Lil on, and like Chucky or something from Rugrats.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember. Like, I don't think I can do like an impression that actually sounds like her, Sally. I'm always like at a complete loss for like what to say. I'm like bad. It's like weird for someone who like runs an improv show. I think it's because
showing off your A game, KN.
It's not like they're like when we do Ask a Sonic Heroes, I'm performing as characters that I've performed as before, so I'm really familiar with like getting into their headspace. But like other characters, a little harder. Hey, Platty, help me out. Talk to me as Sally well, not as her, but give me a Sonic voice and say something to me. I'll try to respond. That might help.
Yo, Sal! I just busted through a button in space. What do you need me to do next?
Well, first of all, Sonic, I didn't have a plan prepared for you, so you are in extreme mortal danger at the moment, and I would like you to improvise. We need to find out where his computer room is, because that Vector fellow we tried to hire a while ago, he completely has no idea. So first, find his computer room, don't get caught, and meet up with me outside in 2 hours. Tell me what you've got.
2 hours? What
2
do you
hours.
think I could do for 2 hours? Also, why don't you look up something on Nicole or something?
Sonic, looking up information on computers actually takes some time. So first, I need you to make sure everyone's out of the way, so take out all of the SWAT bots, make sure Robotnik's not anywhere near you, and then after that, you actually have to be patient, please, and look at the computers.
Now that's a plan I can do. Up, over, and gone!
Did you find the computer room?
Vector, you're fired!
Thank you. Okay, that was the that was the best I could do without any like listening to any cues on what her voice is supposed to sound like. Because it's like a medium low voice,
and it has a sound like that's involved usually when she's giving a little bit of attitude.
Yeah, she has a lot more attitude than like Blaze or Amy do, which is I always kind of liked. But I also
she was very sass master.
Yes, she was.
Here we go.
There was actually a pretty interesting question that somebody asked me because I'd never gotten this before. Try and do a Roger Craig Smith version as well as a Jason Griffith version of my Sonic voice. That's interesting. Like, have you guys ever tried to voice the
That was from Leon Crazy Man 07. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I had to go back and find it.
Have you guys ever tried doing like imitations of like how the new voices sounded? Have you guys ever tried?
I like Kirk Thornton's Shadow, which is an unpopular opinion, and
I like it too. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of David Humphrey.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't have a problem with that one when they were coming out with the new voices. Like Amy
sounds
scared
insidious.
me. Her new voice scared me because she sounded like Minnie Mouse. But the actress for that role has really gotten into it, and so now she sounds good. She just took some time to adjust. But I didn't have any trouble with Shadow's new actor. Did you ever try to perform as or try their voices, you guys?
I have for several different projects. I've done Roger's voice. I've done Jason's voice. I naturally do Ryan's voice. I mean, that's just kind of like my go-to for Sonic. The weirdest one was that I had somebody ask me to do a comic dub using the Martin Burke Sonic.
Why?
Like from the OVA.
Interesting. Very interesting.
That's an interesting directorial choice.
So now we get down to the real fight. The last Sonic standing is the winner.
Oh gosh.
But
Yeah, I've done Roger. He's actually kind of a fun one to do. One of my more favorite ones, to be honest. One fun fact, actually. Whenever I want to make people sound like, whenever I want to fool people into thinking that I'm sounding really happy, I just slip into this one while I'm at the drive-thru.
That's exactly how my Sonic voice is. It's my happy voice.
I can't think of this music on. Go back. Other music,
And then
please.
Jason Griffith.
Thank you.
It's a completely different story with Jason Griffith. Mostly because whenever I do his voice, it's always something that, it's an over-exaggeration.
I always just kind of leave Jason Griffith's voice to Dennis because that man practically is Jason Griffith.
That's a cutback drop turn, the voice actor for Jet, for those of you who don't know him by his other names. For performing as the newer characters' voices, I have done that a little bit more. Like, I don't really perform much these days, like, since they've gotten their newer voices, but, I have been still regularly doing voices on Belena Productions for Steve. Oh, I hear some police driving by. Anyway,
They're coming to get me.
They're getting you, Platty.
No! Protect her! She is precious. But I was gonna say for Belena Productions, I'm doing a Tails voice that's closer to like not the newest one from Sonic Boom, but the one they changed him to in Sonic Colors, and like
Which essentially
rewriters.
sounds
He was
very. It sounds pretty much the same though, to be honest.
Yes, I
Very
think they
similar.
replaced someone who was pretty similar.
Yeah,
Um,
which I was kind of impressed by.
And also the Rouge voice that I do for Belena Productions is also the new Rouge voice. Like, rather than the deeper one, it's the higher up one. And actually, that Rouge voice, I think, sounds like the Sally voice I tried to do. It's like kind of that same area.
Kind of, just a little bit. It's relatively in that range.
I looked up
What's
briefly.
funny-
The one thing I see is Red Knight Enterprises screaming, "Police!"
Oh no! I gotta go run away now.
Everybody get down!
What's funny is
Shadow,
that
you have something to do with this.
No!
I didn't steal this Chaos Emerald. This isn't a stolen artifact. I'm just gonna stick this in my pocket.
Wait,
Oh gosh.
what
What were you trying to say, Vinny?
Pocket? Oh, you're right. I don't have pockets.
Oh no! Hammer space.
Oh yeah, definitely Hammer Space. But Vinny though, I kind of want to hear you do like the 3 generations of Shadow, cause
Yes.
that'd be interesting.
Before this is over, I'll show you the true power of Chaos Control!
I was expecting to hear about the power of teamwork, but it went awry.
Oh no, that's Sonic's one.
I know.
The
Teamwork.
Shadow. The true power of teamwork.
Oh gosh.
I used to really. That was kind of my main Shadow voice, was a Humphrey impression, but I've kind of
You
gone
slipped
away.
in a couple Jasons.
Exactly, yeah. And then people thought, well, because my Jason was better than my Humphrey. It sounded more authentic anyway. I should say, not better, but. And so, and that was the voice I was doing when Nux actually found me, was a Jason impression, which is very easy. It's just kind of a throaty, down low voice.
You're too.
And then Kirk Thornton is kind of more like Dracula, almost. He kind of makes his words kind of extend a little bit.
It's very campy, and I love it.
I love in the Lego Dimensions pack with the Sonic characters. There's a side mission with Shadow, and it's about him trying to
Flowers.
arrange flowers, and he's like, "This is the ultimate flower arrangement."
Oh no.
Maria, for the people of this planet, I promise you, revenge. Revenge was not what Maria had intended for humanity.
Flowers,
first
however,
thing he says.
are different.
I love the writing in the Lego Dimensions Sonic pack. My God,
Oh
we
my
gotta
God,
get
yeah.
that in
So
like
funny.
Sonic 2017 because that was probably the best writing for any Sonic game I think I've ever seen.
It's literally just like a ton of Sonic Adventure references, which is hilarious.
Oh gosh.
And I love that you can find Omocho at the top of the Death Egg.
Yeah.
Oh God, everything about that was super cool. They make a lot of references to like past games. Like Traveler's Tales really did themselves a good. I actually have my Lego Sonic right here. I don't even own Lego Dimensions, but he's right here.
I'm seeing some hashtags Shadow and his flowers from like Atlantis Portal 2.
Well, Shadow is the flower girl.
Confirmed.
Aeon
I'm the
Hero
flower
101 said exactly the
Confirmed.
same thing. Shadow is the flower girl.
Very excited to show off my new arrangements.
Real quick, from Golden Marcus was asking, Sonic Song and her friends, do you know Anime Bro Me? Really quick, in case anybody who doesn't know, these are my friends. They are super cool. They are also the voice actors that are in Sonic Song 182. There is the coolest, Vinny, the voice actor for Shadow, and Platty, who is our Sonic and our Omega actress, and she is also the coolest.
Vinny's the coolest, but I'm way past cool.
Okay, that helps.
That's it.
Shadow is the coolest
I'm the
TM.
coolest.
I just like that you couldn't come up with an excuse for Shadow.
He had a great excuse.
I thought my excuse was good.
You didn't hurt me.
I'm the coolest.
Snot out of you.
I beat the snot out of you.
It was just I was shocked that it was your question. I think was what was happening there. I was like, no way.
I was like, well, I mean, this is completely random, but I'll ask a question in the comment section for the first time. And the first and only time it gets picked, and it's one of the silliest questions.
Yes.
I'm the coolest.
Shadow was it sounded very desperate, like the last second, just screaming that in the background.
So now that's Shadow's thing. In case you guys don't know, our Shadow has devolved from this super edgelord into an absolute meme lord.
He's definitely the Sonic Song 182 troll.
And I love him for it.
No, do not troll alone here. I think it seems to be related to the fact at the beginning of the series, Shadow's like, I don't want to be here, this sucks, I hate it here. And then he started enjoying himself by trolling the whole series.
Tails, say silver.
Oh gosh.
I'm so excited to do something with Psychorax again. So excited.
Really quick, Jason366 Guerrero said, please say you'll draw Team Chaotix and Team Babylon, please. Thank you. And, actually, I drew Team Chaotix already. I have their line art done, but they're not colored, and I have not yet drawn the Babylon Rogues. They were going to be the next thing that I draw, but generally in the stream I just color stuff, because I can't think just coloring things, let alone trying to, like, draw something.
Vinny.
Yes.
Vinny. Michael Kabang Bang is trending. Hashtag the boys are back in town.
Oh gosh.
Oh, how wonderful.
And also, going back to finish the question after we clarified who we had here, was, do you know who Anime Bro Me is?
Doesn't ring a bell, sorry.
I don't either, I'm afraid.
Does the name sound familiar to you, Vinny?
It's Anime Bro, me. I have no idea.
Good job, bravo.
I'm guessing it's probably a YouTube channel because it doesn't sound like the name of a game. But unfortunately, sorry, we don't know who that one is. There's like so many people who are on YouTube. It's it's kind of amazing when we do know of like certain people.
My
YouTube
knowledge extends to anyone who knows the Game Grumps and Game Explain and Kobanermani 456. That's about it. I'm very not much on YouTube.
I'm not very familiar with anyone who's big on YouTube these days. Like, I've got some people that I watch, but it's like I've watched people who tell scary stories, so like Mr. Creepypasta, I watch him.
I guess Danger Dolan, technically.
Oh yeah, I know Danger Dolan, and like...
They're pretty cool.
I watch Philip DeFranco. There's like a guy... Oh gosh, some of these there's a bunch of people who like talk about scary stories and like true crime and stuff. Like, I listen to like those guys for the most part.
Oh god, you're just like my fiance. Listening to true crime and getting yourselves hyped up on fear.
Just getting like all freaked out. It's like, okay, I've had enough true crime.
I actively did this and did this to myself.
And I have no one to blame for my fear now.
Except myself.
Oh gosh.
Boop boop boopy doop 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 bop doop bop.
Right, and again, everybody, as a reminder with music from Platty going on at the moment, this is KN at SonicSong182, and I'm streaming Coloring Omega, and I've got the voice actress for Omega here, which is Platinum Speed. She also voices Sonic, and Vinny is here, and he's the voice actor for Sonic the Hedgehog. Now let's see if anybody can understand
action.
what I was saying based on there being like two different kinds of music happening.
Hey, I was hyping the audience for Sonic Mania.
Shadow Igniter was clarifying that Anime Bro Me is another Sonic Plus show. Okay, so it's someone else who does similar work that we do. Fantastic.
Okay.
I hope that they do good work and that they enjoy what they do.
Shadow Sunset Raven says Shadow is that boy.
Oh, here come that boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy, what up?
Oh Maria, what up?
Oh no.
Oh dear.
That's lovely.
Gosh, what was that? Oh, I got a shipping question. Okay, I'm just gonna clarify for everybody. My ships don't really, exist. I mean, Sylvaise, that's the closest thing I will do, but that's because we kind of drop hints at it in the series in general, you know? But aside from that, we don't really do a whole lot with shipping in general. I mean, that's really it. I'm sorry to kind of burst your question, but I mean, long story short, who was the last question? Michael Kabangbang. I would say that because Sylvaise is kind of the only one that actually has actual chemistry and workings in it, that's probably the only one I will support. Aside from that, I like to keep my ships anonymous.
I kind of don't talk about my ships much, I feel like I've been saying this a lot, lately. I think a lot of people, that's a favorite topic of theirs, so they like to talk about it, but my, past experience talking about ships usually gets, kind of scary, because I'll be like, oh, I like
Ship
this,
wars.
this, and that, but then when the person responds, they get mad at what I preferred, and I'm like, oh my gosh, well, your ships are cool, too. I mean, there's no, we don't need to fight about
All
it.
ships are valid.
I'm like, ah!
Let us not be the ones to ship shame. We are all ships are valid, and that includes Omega X Milkshake.
Omega X Milkshakes!
And Rouge X Carl Travis boy.
Okay, so I'll support both of those. Those will be my favorites. Omega Milkshake and
beautiful.
Oh my gosh, and Rouge and Carl Travis boy.
That's my favorite Omega quote, and it wasn't even said by Omega.
This is beautiful.
I'm so confused about how this. I drew what I saw in that picture I used, and now I'm just repeatedly finding myself very confused about what colors go where here.
Don't you worry about a thing.
Don't
Omega's
mind
kind of
me.
like a confusing little boy.
I've got what? It's 11:24. It's almost 11:30. I'm getting.
Oh jeez.
I've got that long. I just have to color the arms though, and then it's good. I think I'm gonna be able to finish in time for the end of the stream. But I'm just it doesn't help that I'm flopping around confused about how to even color this thing. Dude, Omega, what is this? What body part am I even looking at? Is this the wrist? What part of this is the wrist? Oh my goodness,
Oh,
I
boy.
think I need to be in here for the hand part. Aha, I found it! Spike bracelet.
Bye, babies. Everyone say bye to my puppy.
Oh, goodbye, puppy!
Hi, puppy.
I gotta go. I gotta make the journey to work now.
Time to go to work, Platty.
It's around those times. Real quick though, because I still have 7 minutes to get to work because it's just down the street. We've been getting a lot of Undertale questions. Can I'm going to make sure you get a Steam account at some point, and I'm going to gift you Undertale because it is one of those games that is very enjoyable.
It's fun.
It'll be interesting to see if I have time to play it,
It
but
only
we'll
takes an
see.
hour to beat it.
Oh,
Yeah, it
gosh.
is not. It is not long,
It's a short
and it's
game.
adorable. It's
But
so
it's a lot of fun.
Oh my goodness.
My favorite character is Papyrus.
I guess then I will understand what everybody on the internet ever is talking about, because I have no idea. That seems to be what, like,
Hashtag
everybody's
get
talking
dunked
about
on.
it, and I don't even know what it is.
Ain't that right, Vinny? Hashtag get dunked on.
Correct.
What am I doing? This is so hard to color.
A slam, a dunk.
Get dunked on.
This must be an Undertale joke. I just don't understand.
You will. It's very adorable. You like writing that involves a lot of characterization and charm with the characters. You'll get that in Undertale.
I hear that they like. Isn't it that the graphics are fairly simple, but it tells like a really good story?
Yeah, basically that's what it's
Like, that's
it's
something
kind of,
that I have heard about it before, which is something I can, obviously I can respect that, like, because, like, I find, I can identify with that because, we've made a lot of movies and projects over here, and I guess we have the equivalent of really simple graphics. We just, took what we had to work with, like, we did, like, plush stuff, and then, like, made, like, a big thing, and so I think that it's, well, one, sprites are adorable, I always liked the way that they looked, but I think that that's cool that they used what they had and didn't make it to where they focused so much on graphics. They've really focused on telling a story and kind of simplified the graphics, I think, to emphasize the plot. So that's what I heard something like that about it, and so I thought that was kind of cool.
And the music is fantastic in that game.
Oh my gosh, I still cannot get Spider Dance or Bone Crossel out of my head. Still to this day.
Spider Pants? That sounds unpleasant.
Oh no, Spider Dance. Dance.
I misheard.
Spider
I'm sorry.
Dance in the Spider Pants.
Spider Dance sounds a little bit less unpleasant than Spider Pants.
Alright, so I have about 3 minutes. Quick lightning round questions for Platy before she goes to work.
Any quick questions for Platy? She has to go in like a couple minutes. We'll like keep an eye out for something to pop up.
Well, I'm parking right now, so you guys are gonna have to be my eyes.
Well, this one I guess applies. Zeo Sorcerer asked if you had any OCs.
I had one at one point. I don't talk about it.
Same.
I have a persona and she's cute, but that's as close to a Sonic OC as you're gonna get, because she kind of looks kind of Sonic style.
Such secrecy, gentlemen.
Box the Hedgehog is asking if you can do an Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yo, I used to be Mr. Universe. Now I'm just the governor of a single state. Yo, not even the governor anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That all sounded very concerning. Platy from Non-Knock 1, Platy, do Omega Voice and Eggman.
Omega's voice is just this before I do the editing.
And Eggman?
Eggman.
I hate that hedgehog. I can't wait for my newest plan.
Fabulous. Always fabulous.
Fabulous. For a nice clean feeling. No matter what.
Spike the Hedgehog production says, Big the Cat voice.
Oh boy. Okay. Okie dokie.
I love him so much.
Oh gosh.
I'm here to catch fish and chew bubblegum, but I'm all out of gum.
I'm so glad Vinny got that.
I've got frogs of steel.
Are you guys doing... I'm not gonna say anything. I don't know enough. The word like...
Steel.
Duke Nukem, is that involved at all in these quotes?
Yes.
Okay.
Because he's voiced by the same guy in the Adventure series.
That's what I thought, but I'm not that familiar with Duke Nukem as a character. But
Or my personal favorite.
Hold on, Froggy. Daddy's coming.
Oh no. Okay. Frogs and steel.
All right, and with that, I have to clock into work. Bye, everybody.
Okay,
Bye,
bye.
Platy.
Bye, Platy. Have a good day at work. Oh, I think we're hearing some of her coworkers.
Platy is on time.
Her recorder. Okay,
Oh,
now
there it is.
she did.
Bye, Platy.
That was interesting. Was that her coworker saying, "Oh look, you're on time"?
Yes, it was.
Oh my goodness. We've been making her late for work like for weeks because of this stream.
They're like, oh, it's Friday.
Say we're not gonna see her on time, and they're like, oh, she's actually here on time. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Alright, so now everybody, there's 81 of you currently in the stream, and we've just got me, KN from SonicSong182, and Shadow's voice actor Vinny, and we are here coloring Omega. I've got 30 minutes to finish coloring his arms, and I can't even figure out what I'm coloring. Robots are so hard.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you, Vinny. Pudlin says do Cream's voice. This might have been intended for Platy, but it's just us now, so hey Vinny, try to do Cream's voice.
Oh, of course. Oh my, this is just probably gonna sound like my Tails voice. Mr. Sonic! Never done that before. That was, I don't like that coming out of my voice.
That was disturbing.
Never have me do a high voice again.
Oh my god. It was glorious though.
I can't even do Cream's voice very well either. I used to some time ago, but now I can't quite get my voice to pitch up there like I used to. I think it's just from being 4 years older than before. But I'm trying anyway. Okay, I think if I soften it up just a little bit, it doesn't sound quite as, scratchy. But I don't know, it doesn't sound nearly as good as Vinny's.
I do see some people in this chat saying Vinny never again.
Yeah, it's much like your Danny DeVito impression where you will never hear it again.
Nope, it's a special one-time thing for this stream.
This is a very special stream, guys.
Yeah, lots of really awkward voices.
Leon Crazy Man 07 is asking if I can do Knuckles, and I used to actually voice Knuckles in a few things, but Knuckles is kind of just my normal voice almost because it's kind of based on Scott Dreyer, who just kind of sounds like a relaxed dude. He's Knuckles. He punches stuff. That's my Knuckles voice.
That's his Sonic Adventure voice? Ooh.
Sonic Adventure 2, yeah.
Oh, I see. Nice. Icebreaker XGamer81 asked the question I think that we almost always get in the stream at some point. Who is your favorite Sonic character? Also, I love your videos. Thank you very much for the compliment. We always like hearing that you guys like what we do. And Vinny, who's my favorite Sonic character?
Drumroll. Her name is KN. Her favorite character is Knuckles.
Yay! You win $1 million! I was actually waiting to get trolled. I thought you were gonna say something else. You see the precedent that you've started?
You know, dang it, I had the opportunity.
And I was like, Danny DeVito's gonna come out.
It was gonna be DeVito. Yeah, it should have been DeVito.
Oh gosh. Yes, that's my favorite guy. He is very cool.
Knock knock, it's Knuckles.
Unlike Sonic, he don't chuckle. Julia the Fox asked, have you guys ever seen or heard of Sonic Remniscent and Inceptive? I'm afraid not. That doesn't sound very familiar.
Nope, not to me either.
I am assuming that is a Sonic project that is online someplace that must have been well liked.
Ghost Girl 3000 is asking, what countries would our characters like to visit?
They seem to be pretty well traveled and they go a lot of places. I'm not sure exactly where Rouge would want to go country-wise. I guess my first thought, I'm just gonna go with the very first thing that popped in my head. I think she'd like to go to, I don't even know specifically what country, maybe like Brazil and South America. Somewhere in South America, I think there'd be some interesting terrain for her to explore and some neat new culture to check out, since I think she's mostly seems to be dealing with I think like Japan and like European and like North American looking places. I don't think that I've seen her pop up in some place that was in South America, so I think she would definitely like to go there and do some exploring. I got a lot of other characters, but Vinny, how about Shadow?
I think Shadow would probably end up somewhere in like northern Canada, and like I feel like he would. I just feel like Shadow is almost a weary traveler at times. Like he's just got to like climb some mountains to kind of find himself. He's got to become at peace with what's going on, you know. So he's just gonna like hike some mountains in northern Canada.
Nice.
Mainly, what's funny is like when I read that question, I was like, I'm gonna say South America, and then you're like, I was like, oh no, I can't say the same thing. But
you can say the same thing. They can go to South America together.
Well, yeah, because I also feel like Shadow would also be really interested in seeing like ancient ruins down there and kind of learning the history of what caused things in the past and learning more about the past, because we all know Shadow loves getting answers about the past.
Yeah, the past. Well, he can go climb mountains in Canada, and then he can go to Brazil with Rouge.
He can really just teleport wherever the heck he wants.
And he's like, "What? Meet you at the airport? All right." He'll pick her up
I'll
at
meet
the
you
airport,
at the airport.
in South America.
Yeah.
How was Canada? Like, okay.
How was that really long flight of yours? Mine was 2 seconds.
Well, see, jerk. Rub it in. And so she could fly. She doesn't have to pay airlines, but I think she would like to go like on a private airline where she can have like, fancy airline food in her own big chair, so she doesn't get tired out flying the whole way herself.
Great refreshments.
Goodness. Dan Temmons asked, "Hello everyone, how's everyone doing?" I think that was intended for all you guys in the chat. But Vinny, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Today is a good day. I just bought a new Batman mask, so I'm very excited about that.
Nice.
How are you doing?
I am doing great. Still kind of fumbling around trying to color this Omega picture. I now have 20 minutes left to try to finish this up, but it's just, I have one arm. It can't possibly take 20 more minutes to color an arm, right? Right?
You've got this, KN.
Thank you, Shadow. Very inspirational. Catalina Velez says, "I'm good." Atlantis Portal 2 says, "I'm okay." Very good. So everybody is.
They're just gonna like kind of degrade a little more. Just I'm decent.
Aeon Hero 101 says, "I'm good, Dan Temmons, and you?" Friendly 6E Red says, "Use the fill tool, KN." Sometime I might try it to see if it actually causes the issues that I think it could. Just from, like, I don't know, maybe. I don't know how I would use, like, the fill tool on something like this while also, to some degree, like, preserving the line art. Like, if I do that, like, look what it does. I think there's probably a setting that would stop it from doing that, so that I don't have to then go in and be like, dirt, 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 like that. But aside from it doing that weird layer and me not, like, that little, like, white line thing, and also I don't know the setting to fix it, but aside from that, I like coloring this way. It feels like more old school coloring, like how I used to, back in the day when we used colored pencils and didn't do digital art. Like, I think I just like to color this way. It's, I don't know, like, it's cathartic, I guess. It's just, it feels nice. But I don't know that I would switch over to doing the paint bucket version just because I like coloring this way. It feels good. ZL Zekers Zek is, that is a fancy name, says,
Whoa.
just do it!
Just do it!
Oh my god.
Make your dreams come true!
Thank you for that too. Good heck. Mio the Random said, but coloring normally is fun too. Yes, I like the feel of it, I guess. I need to erase some lines here, it got a little bit messy. Bryce Smith asked Vinny to do your shadow voice.
Hello, Bryce Smith. Oh, wait a minute. Your icon. Maria!
For those of you who didn't notice in the chat, Bryce Smith has a Maria Robotnik icon, and I think it threw off the shadow voice. Hang on a second.
Scott Conlin says, remember, don't let your memes be dreams.
Oh.
Tasman Clark is asking me to do my best impression of Batman, which is funny because I actually base, like, my Batman voice is based off of Roger Craig Smith's Batman voice, and I just think it's hilarious that Roger Craig Smith voices two of my favorite fictional characters.
Oh,
so,
I didn't know Roger Craig Smith did Batman in anything.
He did, yeah. He did Batman in Arkham Origins, which is actually the that's the mask I bought is based off of the Arkham Origins game.
Oh, okay.
But I have to like practice Batman for a bit. It's a bit like a couple of my voices in that way, where I have to just like say a word over and over again. So when I do Batman, it'll be I say Alfred a bunch of times before I do Batman. Nice. So like. And sometimes I'll like put my hand to my ear like I'm talking to him through a comm system. It's kind of hilarious. Alfred. Because like I have to get like the right amount of roughness in the throat at the same time as like sounding, I guess, slightly deeper than my normal voice. But it'd be something more like, Alfred, find me the GCPD servers.
It's such a deep, handsome voice.
It's Batman.
I can't give you guys a rest. Every time you say anything, I'm like, oh, how cute. I'm sorry. And also, that's alright. That's my method as well for doing certain voices. I was doing the Sonic and Disneyland lines with Platy the other day, and I needed to get my Blaze voice correct for a line, because it wasn't, like, she didn't sound right for the line, so I had to stop and be like, silver, silver, silver. And then I could do the voice after that. So it's like you're Alfred. I literally say silver.
Yeah.
And if I need more, like a longer line to cue her voice up, it's silver, what's wrong? It's like, it's that line from the game.
It's pretty funny because I'll end up saying, like, if my voice isn't doing well, like if I, like, say I'm recovering from a cold, I also do the Alfred thing. I don't know why. I just really love saying Alfred.
You need to get a butler named Alfred someday. He'll enjoy.
Oh my god, I'd
like
love
he's
that.
A part of things.
Like a good butler, Alfred is there.
Superman 120 Sonic said, Vinny, any favorite Batman games?
Probably Arkham City would be my favorite. It's I just replayed that actually the other day, and the story in that game is so good. Oh man, it's great. And I think Arkham Knight definitely improved on some of the combat and Predator gameplay of the Arkham games, but the game as a whole wasn't as good as Arkham Knight was. So I would say Arkham Knight is my favorite. Or, I'm sorry, Arkham City. Arkham City is my favorite.
I had, like, on the Sega Genesis, like, this Batman game that was impossible to play. It was so hard, just the first level. And then a friend brought over the Batman and Robin game. That game was really hard too.
Oh, but yeah, all of those older Batman games on like the NES onward into the Super Nintendo and Genesis. They were all super difficult.
They were very unforgiving. At least with Batman and Robin, we could get a few levels in because my friend like had that game and so he had practiced on it more. Oh my goodness, but I was the most useless Robin. It's like, and what? Robin's dead again.
Yep. Rip Robin.
Batman, go on without me.
I gotta get a new one.
Oh no, mid-season replacement. Oh no, what am I doing?
I've gone through 4 Robins this month. This is a problem.
The Nightmare Gamer said the hardest games are the best. I think it was hard in a frustratingly unfair feeling kind of way, so it was so hard that I just didn't like playing it, as opposed to there was another game that is one of my absolute all-time favorites called, it's Chicky Chicky Boys, and that was one of the Sonic, on the Sega game. It was originally an arcade game that they like ported in to be on the Sega Genesis. That game was so hard, especially when I was younger. There was such a learning curve to it, but as I kept going and like I'm usually able to beat it now, but it's like I had to really earn being good at that game. But it was difficult in a way, like the challenge was fun as opposed to being difficult to where it was just irritating and painful. It's the kind that invites you to come back again and keep trying, whereas the Batman games are just like, stop trying to play! You're not a gamer! Yes?
The Joker won. Get over it.
No. That makes it all worse. I think there should be an ending screen that says that, though. That'll invite you to come back and keep trying.
Well, one of my favorite parts about Arkham City is there's this part where you switch to Catwoman in like I think 4 times throughout the story, but there's this part where this giant piece of rubble falls on Batman and he's basically left to die.
Oh no!
And as Catwoman, you see on the screen that like they're like, oh yeah, Batman's gonna die, and she's stealing something and she's about to like get out of Arkham City and just like leave. And you have the choice as the player to either go and save Batman or just leave Arkham City. And
oh no!
When you leave Arkham City, it's just it basically shows you what happens when Batman dies, and it's scary and like it's not cool. and then it makes you redo it. It like rewinds, and it's just like, all right, you better go save Batman.
Oh jeez, that's horrifying. How dare you make a choice like that?
Exactly. It was just like, come on, guys.
Here we go. Friendly 6E Red said, hey SonicSong, use the pencil tool to do your outlines. I tried it and it fixes the color issue. I might try that with something at some point. I like the way the, like, I should, experiment with, like, how I draw things sometimes. Aside from just kind of coloring and drawing this way just because I like it, because it feels like a normal drawing to me. Even though I do completely digital drawings, like I can experiment with that at some time. I'll try like the pencil tool and see if it's got like the same look of some of the brushes. Oh no. But yes, thank you for the tip. Also, Michael Kabang shouted, gotta go fast! With ZL Zekers, Zek is putting like a pile of clocks on there. I think everyone noticed I've got 12 minutes to finish Omega's arm. But I'm like, it's okay. I think I can do it. Like, I think I had wanted to do like a little bit of extra stuff on him. I've got to do the oh my gosh, what is this? I need to do his spiky bracelet. And then I wanted to do other, like, little things with him because he's a robot guy, so not sure. Working on. Ghost Girl 3000 was saying that she was asking about the time difference. It's 11:50 for me right now, so, it's almost 12 o'clock, in which we must end the stream because I've got places to go and people to see as usual. But I just need to color Omega's wrist thing, his fancy bracelet. And then I had wanted to do like a few little like detail work things with him also, but I'm not sure if I can do that in 10 minutes. Oh, Platinum Speed, who has appeared in the chat at random, a wild platinum has appeared, says, Vinny, do your Rocky and Bullwinkle impression.
I have not watched a Rocky and Bullwinkle cartoon in years, so I couldn't tell you what Rocky sounds like, but I know Bullwinkle is basically a Big the Cat voice. It's kind of just like a big dopey voice, if I remember correctly.
He's a big dopey voice. I don't. The last thing I saw with them in it was like the Nostalgia Critics review of Rocky and Bullwinkle the movie.
Oh, the live action! I forgot that happened.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
Let's see here. I think it was. I had it up and then I got distracted by Platinum's question. Pudlin was asking us what our favorite kind of sweets are. I really love the Lotus Biscoff cookies. They're like little breakfast cookies they give you on airplanes. That's where I fell in love with them initially. They're like British little biscuit cookies, and they're amazing. I eat them all the time.
Was the question what your favorite sweets were?
Yeah.
Nice. I'll just toss one in there really quick so it won't take much time. My favorite dessert thing, aside from just like pastry type things in general, my favorite thing is pumpkin pie.
Yum.
Good, delightful things.
Talk 13 asks, do we eat chili dogs?
Oh my gosh, I love chili dogs. They're so good.
They are good.
Go ahead.
I make it a point to eat one every June 23rd, but I think I actually had a chili dog. I think a week ago I had a chili dog without a bun because I didn't have any bread, but I just chopped up a hot dog and put some chili in there. Yeah.
Nice. I haven't had one in years, but I like them a lot. Like the thing of let's see. I like them a lot, but I just haven't really had one in recent years. I think like chili's a bit heavy, but on some special occasions I do. There used to be like a fancy like restaurant that had chili dogs and chili burgers just down the street from me, and that was pretty cool. But they have been replaced by a Starbucks.
Oh, really?
Yep, so the chili restaurant is not there anymore.
Shadow Igniter is asking if I've had the Biscoff spread. I have not, but I really want it. I don't know where to buy it, but I would love to try it because I just recently fell in love with Biscoff cookies about 2 months ago. After my Disneyland trip, I was just like, I can buy these in the grocery store. I got really excited, but I have not tried it. I am hoping to try it soon.
Susie Kirby asked, "What is your favorite animal?" Yeah.
My favorite animal is probably a lion because I was obsessed with the Lion King when I was a kid. So I don't think that's changed. I think a lion is probably still my favorite animal. Although I really like elephants and giraffes just because they have unique features.
Let's see. For me, I think I would need to say my favorite. I like just cats and dogs in general, but I would say my favorite is a wolf, with probably chickens and giant squids being my 2 and 3.
Whoa!
it goes like off on a different track there, but like wolves, then chickens and giant squids.
Yeah, cats, dogs, wolves, chickens, and giant squids.
Yes. Well, my grandfather in Alaska had like a chicken farm, so I grew up with like chickens. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I always liked them. They're fun and strange looking birds.
They are fun. They're fun to watch.
And actually working on my High Seas Honey project, even though it's on hiatus right now, gave me an additional appreciation of giant squids because there was a giant squid character in there called Larry. And he's like in the little demo thing that Platinum Speed helped me out with before the main character had an official voice, and so always been fond of those.
Chills the Chilled Hedgehog is asking, is it just me or has Super Nintendo 64's voice changed since the old days? And it definitely has. How old did we figure out I was?
I think I casted you for SonicSong182 when you were 14 years old.
Yeah.
Like
so
15 going on 15.
And I'm now 22, so I have aged quite a bit, and so has my voice.
Yes. 4 years ago, we were all a little younger than we are currently, and Vinny in particular, because he had such a fancy, like, deep voice so young, I had no idea he was, like, 14 when I hired him. I'm like, wait, what? How young are you? Whoops.
I am a man!
Pulls out shaver.
Yeah. Seriously.
I am a man! And Platinum wants to hear your Omega voice.
Hello, I am Omega.
Without any sound changing things. He usually has when Platty does the voice, she uses she's got to do some editing for him, like on the voice, so without the robot effects, that's about, that's how it is done. Whew, I got 5 minutes.
Oh!
I'm trying to prioritize the effects that I wanted to do, because he's a robot, so he needs them a little more than other characters do. Platinum said that she's going to edit your Omega voice later and make it sound awesome.
Great.
Platty, aren't you at work? Don't get in trouble. Because you left your recorder on, like, for when you first walked in the door, and we think we heard one of your co-workers saying, like, oh, you're on time today. I'm not sure. I'll need to listen back again and see if, like, that is the case from what we heard, because it was hard to hear. Let's see. Oh, Chills the Chilled Hedgehog said that I never knew Platinum Speed was here. She was actually on the stream earlier, but she has work, so she couldn't stay. But yes, she was here before. Let's see, Vinny, you can scope around in the chat. I've got 4 minutes.
Oh, yes. Don't worry about it. I got you. Let's see. Super Spartans 14 is asking if I can do Master Chief from Halo, which I haven't. Ooh. I don't know if I. Cortana. It's just kind of a lot of the voices I do are just deep, gruff voices. Apparently, that's what I get asked to do a lot. Kind of sounds like Solid Snake a little bit, and gotta kind of be rough. And Platinum Speed is in there saying Snake.
Snake.
Dun 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 dun.
All right. Actually, this does not look as good as I thought. I'm gonna leave that alone over here and only do that on the parts that are gray because it looks weird on everything else. All right.
Scott Conlin is asking how I feel about finding the Riddler trophies in Arkham City. It's daunting. It takes a really long time. I think the first time I did it I wasn't playing it super dedicatedly, and I did it over the course of like 6 months or something. It takes a very long time. For those who don't know, there's these things called Riddler trophies in the Arkham games, and they're just little hidden objects that you can find throughout the open world of each game. And there in Arkham City, there are, I believe, 425, and it's a challenge to get them all. But when Arkham City came out, I think I got all of the ones, or I'm sorry, in Arkham Knight, I got all of those in I think 2 weeks was how long I did that, because I was very fast to 100% Arkham Knight. Let's see. Chills the Chilled Hedgehog is asking, when we record the voices, is there any mistakes or bloopers? There are less so in the Ask the Sonic Heroes, but more so in like a plush video or a video where we record ahead of time and not live.
Yeah, the thing about when we make like bloopers, I suppose, in Ask the Sonic Heroes, we're doing everything in character. Everyone holds their character remarkably well, and so when everybody says something we start like cracking up, everyone's doing it in character. So instead of ending up with things like bloopers, we have moments of us just like laughing for like a long time, like when, I don't know, there were lots of moments.
Oh yeah, I think the thing that got me the most in the last episode was Tails bringing up the Happy Meal size.
Like about the fries,
size
he was
of
just so
French fries.
mad.
Yeah.
So like it ends up in the episode, and if it doesn't, then it's just, you know, we do have to cut a lot of things for time. But we don't, like, bloopers don't really happen so much in the way you would think in Ask the Sonic Heroes episodes. Are just kind of different. Okay, I see now that it is 12 o'clock, and I'm gonna do this last thing. Where is the head part? Oh my goodness, it's right there. Okay, last thing, There we go. Okay, good, and I finished right at 12. Good for me. Woo! Okay, everyone, there is E-123 Omega. He was very difficult to color. Oh my gosh, that was really hard. Like, even though I drew him, I couldn't find the parts of, like, you know, what I was coloring because my reference picture was different than the one that I had before. Okay, here we go. I was just trying to put him with Shadow and Rouge, but actually I think I'm gonna put them on separate sides here. So Shadow will be standing on that side, and Rouge, I think, maybe was fine where she was. Okay, stop trying to change things around, because she's clearly in the foreground down here. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's the finished Team Dark, everyone, and of course, at some point or another, we'll get an interview together for these three, since Vinny and Platy and I are fairly easy to schedule. But in any case, that's it. Picture's done, and I need to start saying goodbye to everybody. I'm going to do a few, and then I'm going to tag you in, Vinny, to try to do some too.
Excellent.
Alright, and I'm going to go for about 1 minute, so when it's like, okay. We'll just do this for like a minute or two. Alright,
Excellent.
starting with, Shadow Igniter said goodbye, and Spike the Hedgehog, Atlantis Portal 2, Aeon 101, Michael Kabangbang, Superman 120 Sonic, Friendly 6E Red, whoa, it just jumped. Sunset Raven, Julie Snipe, Sonic and his Chili Dogs, Golden Marcus, Day Day, Aeon Hero 101, Sean Brandon, Feral Ravage, which is the first time I think I've seen this person in the whole chat, Mio the Random, Mephiles 2099, Catalina Velez, Sonic, oh I saw that one, Box the Hedgehog, Plushy Child, Jason K, Julia the Fox, Blue Gamer Cat Lady, Scott Conlon, Sean Brandon, Kika133, Chills the Hedgehog, Chills the Chilled Hedgehog, Tails Gamer 24, Samuel Flipson, Cool Story 800, Red Knights Enterprises, Ghost Girl 3000, Sonic, Supersonic Spin Attack, Connor Hazelhurst, and Dark Moon Luigi, and Samantha the Hedgehog, Susie Kirby, and India B, Jason 366 Guerrero, jump in, Vinny.
Jason K, Start Tail 1, 2, 3, 4, Tails Gamer 24, Golden Marcus. Of course, people stop saying goodbye as soon as I start. Well, you don't want to say goodbye to me? That's fine. Aeon Hero 101.
At least you had a minute to catch up. I think it must have
Yeah,
lagged.
I guess so. Zero Sorcerer.
Zeo Sorcerer.
Oh, Zeo Sorcerer. I'm sorry. Let's see. Catalina Velez. Trying to find people that we haven't already said goodbye to. Blue Gamer Cat Lady, see you later. Mephiles 2099, see you later. Julia the Fox, Michael Kabangbang, goodbye. Atlantis Portal 2, Red Knight Enterprises, Samuel Flipson 2015, The Crusher 312.
Who says what happened now that I missed? We're saying goodbye now, 2015, The Crusher 312. That's sad.
I'm sorry. Goodbye.
All right.
Jose Ramirez, see you later.
5 more.
Excellent.
We can do 5 more, guys. I think the stream is like freezing a little bit because then it like has like a burst of extra
yes. Spike Hedgehog Productions, goodbye. Tasman Clark, see you later.
2015,
right
The
on
Crusher
time.
312 says no. Meanwhile, we're like, the stream freezes when we need like 3 more and then we go.
Exactly, yeah. We're still here for about 30 more seconds.
Oh, wait, there they go.
King Aries, goodbye, y'all. Monica's Chili Dogs again saying no.
And last one, I think, and then we gotta go.
Jason 366 Guerrero, bye-bye.
All right, and thank you very much, everyone. That was a nice stream. We got Omega, Colored and Team Dark is done. And everybody, if you want more updates on what we are currently up to, make sure you follow us on one of the social medias that we've got attached. We've mentioned them before. That's the Tumblr and the Facebook, and also on Twitter. Just look for SonicSong182. You'll find us. All right, and take care, everybody. Thank you for joining us today, Vinny. And
Of course, thank you for having me.
yeah, absolutely. We need to sign out. Take care, everyone. Have a good Friday.
Goodbye!
Bye!